And I'm going to record it as well, so they'll be able to go back and actually watch it. Lilia, you want to turn your camera on for us? I'm going to give you a really nice introduction. And if you all can make sure that you stay on mute, and we'll definitely have open time to be able to answer, to ask questions and things like that too. So no worries. Lilia said that no question was off limits, that we could be personal with her. And I really just kind of want to have a personal conversation with her. And just kind of see, learn a little bit about her background and how she's been able to do the things that she has done. No worries, Luann, we're going to record it, so it's all right. Let me see. I don't know if Lilia can hear me. Hold on, she's having some trouble getting in. Hold on.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't think I see her.
I was thinking that this was, because it said Lily up here. You're in now? Okay. Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
A little bit hard for me.
Oh, it's okay. No worries, no worries.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you just fine. Okay. We can hear you just fine. So first of all, thank you so much for not only just agreeing to do this, but agreeing to do this like literally like within the last 2 hours, 3 hours, right? And I know that you're a busy woman and you have a family and all of that. So I'm so appreciative that you're able to take the time for us to be able to share with us. So I'm not sure if everybody saw your stats, but I'm just going to read them again because I'm like, wow. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Lily has only been in business 3 years. Okay. Definitely a unicorn. Okay. Yeah, Tiffany, amazing. She's been in business 3 years. She's already this year at $174,000 in personal retail sales. Her team sales are already at almost, may as well say 2 million because they're about to hit that, I'm sure, this month because they're at 1,758,000. Okay. And then she has, check this out, she has sponsored and activated. Okay. I mean, like they came in and they got an IAP or they placed their $200 resale order, 360 women. We're only in May, y'all. 360. I'm gonna tell you, girls were breaking records in a year for just doing like 120, 130 just like 2 years ago. And then Lilia came on the scene and just shook things up. I don't know if anybody's ever gonna pass you, Lilia. Listen, I thought I had a chance. And then you came out of here and blew me out the water. I'm like, what is she doing? So I just really, I want you to, to share whatever you feel led to share. But one of the things that I have been talking to my girls about, because, we're really big on leading with love. We're still a young team as well. We're just 5 years in, and, just about a mindset change and a shift. Like we can have all the tools, that Pure Romance gives us, that, trainers like you give us. And if we don't have the right mindset, we don't apply it, then we're not going to be successful in anything that we do, whether it's Pure Romance or something else. So I just kind of want to know, all of these ladies that you're signing, what do you feel is the motivation? Just get in our heads and help us to like turn a switch to make us actually hit the ground running like what you have. And I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to let you talk. Give it all to us.
Okay, I'm going to try to explain you, ladies, because my English is not like really, really good, but you will understand me. I mean, I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing. I'll be in the business 3 years. The first year when I signed up, I didn't do anything because I have my full-time job. I was working in catering, preparing the food for the airplanes. So I work every day from 8 hours to 12, 14. I mean, I was like, they decide at what time I go home, they decide everything. So, and of course, I cannot quit my job because I need the money, because we buy the house and then I need to help my husband to pay the bills, because with one check is not enough. So when I trying to quit my job, I was so motivated. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do pure romance because I see the ladies were selling, and I was like, why I'm not selling? Because every time that I ask the people, oh look, I have this lubricant, they're like, oh, I don't need that. So I get so sad. I'm like, oh, maybe this is not for me. Nobody wants to buy anything because at work, of course, there were a lot of ladies, but nobody wants to buy it, anything. So I decided to continue like dreaming, like, right, one day I will sell. I don't give up. I continue making my every 2 months order to be active. And then at the end of the year, because for 1 year, basically, I didn't do anything. I was with a lot of product. My husband was like, what are you going to do with this product? You want to sell this or stop buying stuff because you're just wasting your money. And then when I work, my money is my money, right? I paid some bills, but I was, okay, I can do with my money whatever I want. And then I told my husband, you know what? It's my money. I mean, it doesn't hurt you. If I want to stop here, okay, leave me alone. But and then I was like, you know what, that's true. Because before I trying to sell something because in my mind, the sales is the first, it's not the first thing. I mean, you can get a lot of money to sell things um, that the job, like a 40 hours a week. You can get the money in pure romance or any stuff that you sell, like for 1 day or 2 days. So I trying to sell Herbalife, vitamins, Tupperware, a lot of things. So my husband is like, oh, now you want to sell pure romance? But okay, so I started from there. And one day, I don't like to do the live videos. I only post in my Facebook. Only 67 people. And then I was like, oh my gosh, there is no, the members was, they lived in my group, but I don't post anything. And I was so desperate. I add again my friends, but no, for 1 year, nobody buy anything from my Facebook group. So what I did is, okay, I'm gonna start doing my Facebook Live. I sweat a lot, believe me. When I turn on the camera in my cell phone, I was like, oh, this is the coochie. And then I just want to run. So, but it was part of everything, right? I was like, okay, I need to do the live videos. This is out of my comfort zone. I need to start doing this. So every time I'm getting better and better. And also I write it down what I want to say in my Facebook Live. Every time when I start live video, I write it down and then I was reading so the people see it. And I was thinking that nobody see it. But the thing here is that do not wait like until you prepare, because sometimes, oh no, I'm gonna do my live video until I'm ready. You're never gonna be ready. Just turn on the camera, go live. If you're not saying the things correctly, it's okay. You will get better and better and better. So when I finish my live videos, it's only for 4 minutes to 5 minutes, and I'm sweating, my heart like that. And then sometimes I see my videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's disaster. Nobody's buy anything, but I continue doing that until I got my first order. One lady, I don't know how did she get in my VIP group. She buy me one thing and then I was so happy. And then that's made me so motivated. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing my Facebook Live. I'm gonna get better and better and better. So I continue. I was in with my current job, right? My order was only 500 to 1,000, 500 to 1,000 per month, and it was a lot because most of the product I got in my house. I'm not even selling the stuff. So I put a goal. I told my husband, you know what? I want to quit my job because I'm not happy there. I don't like the people. I think I'm going to find another job. He's like, no, 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 are you crazy? Because I was a supervisor for the cold kitchen. And he's like, no, where you gonna get another job? And I'm like, but you know what? I'm not happy. Because I see the videos with these people who motivate you, that say, if you're not happy where you at, so move, go do something else. You can find something that you really like to do or you really love to do. You don't have to stay in one place if you're not happy or you don't like it, only because you need the job. No, you can find something better. So my husband is like, okay, if you want to quit your job, first you need to have in your bank 10,000, yeah, 1,000, 10,000, because I don't have any money. I'm always only like for 500, 1,000, and then at the end of the month, I don't have anything in my bank account. So he's like, okay, you want to quit your job? Show me that you have 10,000 and then you can quit the job. I support you. So I continue working like crazy at job in my work. I started selling to the ladies because my mind was changed. Before I said, you know what, do you like, for example, not the miracle oil, they just like me. I thought, oh, you know what, this is a lubricant, but this is really good for you, like to balance your pH. It's not like if you need lubrication, blah, blah, blah. And they start like, oh, really? So the thing was like before, I just say, oh, this is the lubricant. I don't tell them what's the lubricants will do for her. So I start learning about the product because before I don't know anything. I just buy the stuff, but I don't use it. I don't study. So, and then that's what I was doing wrong. Sometimes we want to sell the things, but we not even know where they are. We know that the miracle oil or lotion or perfume, but if you told the people, you know what, this is a perfume, it has, I don't know how to say pheromones. It has pheromones inside, it makes
you got it, pheromones. That was right.
You order this and that. So the people get like, oh, really, I want it. So we need to start, we need to know what we are selling, the products. When I start tasting or using, I was like, you know what, the product really works. So that's give me a lot of secure so I can show the people or I can sell to the people. So I started selling, I continue doing my live videos. And of course, there is gonna be the people like, oh, you know what, why you don't do this? Or when I see the people connected to my VIP group, like friends, it makes me so nervous. So what I did, I removed them from my VIP group. If you have some people in your Facebook group that you don't feel comfortable with them, so just remove it from your Facebook group. Because if they don't buy anything, they don't add friends, but they are make you uncomfortable, just remove them from your Facebook group. So I did that. So I continue doing my live videos. And I started that like the end of November. So by February, I think I have my $10,000. So I told my husband, I got the money. She's like, really? Yes. And he's like, no, 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 but we need a car. First, buy the car, and then you can quit the job. And I'm like, how much money that I need to buy the car? Because I only have my little car, so we need like SUV. He's like, 2,500. Okay. So guess what? In 4 months, I get the 2,500. But of course, I do my live videos every day. When I work from 4 a.m. to sometimes 3, 4, 5 p.m. So there is a lot of hours. But every time I get home so tired, I cook some dinner for my kids, for my husband. I prepare the lunch because he was working the third shift. So when I finish to do that, I start my live video sometimes 10, sometimes 11, sometimes 9 at night, and I go to sleep like at 12, 1 o'clock. But you know what? That was worth it because I see a lot of productivity. I see that a lot of people were when they see me that I'm connected every day doing my live videos, explaining about the product, explaining every single product. When I do my live videos, I talk about everything. Like I got let me show you. I never prepare when I do my live videos. I'm not like, oh, I will talk about today this. No, look, this is what I got. So when I connect it, I just put my little pen in here so they don't see it. They only see me and okay, I talk about for whatever I pick. And then my husband is like, why you connected again? You talking about every day the same thing. Just like me, gray head, you talking about the same every day. I know the product. And I'm like, you know what? Leave me alone. Because when I do my live videos, he's around. And he's like, you don't get tired talk about the same thing every day? And I'm like, you know what? If they don't say anything, why I will pay attention for what you're saying? Because at the beginning, my husband doesn't believe it. When I told him, you know what? A lot of people is doing, a lot of ladies, they're getting a lot of money. And he's like, that's not true. And then, you know what? Because when I start doing my parties, he doesn't like it. So when I started doing the live videos, he sees me that
Lilia, can you unmute yourself, honey? I accidentally muted you trying to mute somebody else. Guys, when you come on, please mute yourselves.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. So because when I start working 4 o'clock in the morning, I wake up 3:30, 3:45 in the morning. My job was 5 minutes away from here. So by 7, my eyes were too red. So I put some drops and I connected. I put a lot of lipstick only in my face. And then I put something in my hair and I start my live videos. So of course, I know my husband, I know he left. No, he laughing because he's like, oh my God, there she is again with the stuff. My room, ladies, my room is like this. I mean, if you see it, it's nothing, it's anything fancy. When I connected, I not even put my nails because where I work is a factory with food. So we're not allowed to use no nails, no jewelry. That's why I'm still not used to wear my earrings and necklace, anything. So sometimes we're like, oh, if I want to do like videos, I don't have like the presentation. And it's not true. When you connect it, the people get connect with you for what you're saying, not how the way you look. But of course, you're not gonna be here all with your hair, right? Like a mess. No, at least just put a little ponytail, lipstick, and then connect it. The people knows that you're married, you have a job, you have a kids, you're doing this because you need the money, and then you will get better and better. And here I am after a few months. I not even get only 25,000. Let me tell you this. When I told my husband I got the $25,000, he's like, he don't say anything because the thing is that he was scared. If I quit my job, I'm not gonna get my paycheck every 2 weeks, like for sure. Because sometimes we scare. I scared too, because I know if I go to work every 2 weeks, I will have my check, no matter what. So sometimes when we doing like this pure romance, sometimes we scare like, how about if I don't sell anything? What I'm gonna do? So when I do this, my husband is like, but no, don't quit. And I said, you know what? I'm getting the money. No, but for now it's okay. But how about if in the future it's not the same? He's like, let's pay the house. We still own 90, almost 100. How to say 100,000 in the house?
Yep.
For the mortgage. So I said, okay, you know what? I give him 10,000. Okay, let's pay the house. Now the goal is pay the house. So last year in August, I did my last payment of the house, $30,000. So the house is full. I pay the house. And then in December, I buy my SUV car. I paid in cash, 27,000. So, and I did that last year. Last year, I get all that money. And you know what? What made me so motivated, it was last year when I see the work conference that were virtual, I only recruit 51 ladies. And when I see all these ladies, Bethany, Dana, I put in my mind like, you know what? If they can do it, there is no difference. I can do that. I can do that. There is no difference. So that made me so motivated. And then look, I never think that I can recruit all the ladies. I ended the year with 307 new ladies last year. And I think that the thing here, ladies, is you need to put your goal. If you don't like the way you're living, believe me, here you can get all the money that you want. There is, before I quit my job, my goal was only to get my paycheck from Pure Romance plus my sales. I only asked for $2,500. I'm like, with $2,500, I'm okay. I can quit my job. And then I remember my first checks was 500, 700, 1,000, but that money is not even for me because of course I ordered. So by the time that I get my paycheck, I need to pay my credit card. Sometimes we get dismotivated because you're like, oh, I got the things, I got the product, but I don't see the money. And let me give you one advice. When I start doing my orders, I remember when I did my first order for 10,000 retail, I was so happy because I never think in my mind that I can do one order like that. So when I get all my product, I'm like, okay, I cannot have my money here because if you got your product, you got your money stuck in there. So I don't like that. That's make me to be, I don't know how to say, out of my comfort zone. Like, I cannot have my money. This is money. I cannot have the money here. I need to sell it. I need the money back. So that's one of the things that I start putting myself in a comfort zone. So I continue making orders. I don't remember what months I sell 60,000. I never think that I can do that. I was like, oh my gosh, I did that. So there is a lot of people that they not even know what pure romance is. If you're not selling, you know what? You're sleeping. Because guess what? If you don't offer, if you don't say, if you don't speak, there is going to be other consultant and she will come and she will say the people that you know, but they don't buy from you because they not even know that you sell pure romance. That's what I told my ladies from my team. You need to speak. Everybody you know, you need to tell them that you sell pure romance. because sometimes they're like, there is a lot of consultant. No, there is not a lot of consultant enough. There is a lot of people that they still know how to, what pure romance is. So you just need to speak. You need to let them know that you sell pure romance. You need to be active in your social media. If you want to sell in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you need to do the live videos. Sometimes we don't like to do the live videos because, okay, I'm gonna talk for myself. When I started, my face is circle. So I'm a little bit, I don't know how to say. So this thing, I don't like it because it's that my face so big.
Mhm.
So when I start doing my live videos, I don't like it. But I'm like, you know what? I need to do this. Why? Because I already have my goal. I wasn't happy at work. So I need to quit my job. So that's make me to focus, and I need to do my live videos, even if the people sometimes talk about you, because of course we know. I have some friends that they were at work and they're my VIP, and the next day they're like, ha ha ha, I see you in your Facebook group. And then I say, you know what? Don't talk about it. So I take them out from my VIP group. But all those little things make me the person who I am now. So at the end, when you close your door, who's in your house? You, your kids, and your husband. Who pay the rent? Who pay the money? You, nobody else. So you need to put that in your mind. You need to put that in your mind. If you don't see the way you no, forget about that, the way you look in camera. When you explain the products, the people, they not even see your face or anything. They just hear what you're saying. So you need to start doing that. I have a lot of my daughters in the company. I have a lot of that they are selling a lot. And of course, I got some that they're still afraid. They don't like to do the live videos. And I told them all the time, you need to put goals in your life. Because if you don't put goals, you know what? I cannot say that I waste 1 year, but for 1 year, I didn't do anything because I have my paycheck every 2 weeks, even that I'm not happy, right? But I got the money because that helped to pay the bills and everything. But you need to put those goals, and if you don't like where you at right now, you need to do these changes. You just need to start making more live videos. If you see the people outside, you can tell them to, if they want to do, if they want to have a party, you want to do the parties. If you're new in this, just talk about the product, even with one person or two, because you know, if they know that you sell this product and they start knowing the product and use the product, guess what? They will share with other friends, and it's the way how you will grow up, or you will have more customers, and of course you will have people who wants to do the business, because the ladies who wants to do the business, they want to be with the people, with the person who is active, who know about the product. The people don't want to recruit with somebody that they not even show her face in the social media. They don't even know, they not even wants to be with a person who not even know about the product. I'm not expert because I'm not expert about the product. I just use the products and I explain the way that how I feel with the product. But I'm not expert. There, I see that there is a lot of ladies that they got so many experience, but just studying, we can get to that point.
Wow, I'm so inspired just listening to you, Lilia. I mean, it's just so amazing what you've done. I mean, so really, even though you've been in business 3 years, you really have only been in business 2 years because you weren't really doing anything the first year. So what you've accomplished in 2 years, you know what I mean? And just listening to you talk about your schedule. I mean, I can just say for my, I mean, I do well in my business, but I could be doing so much more, you know what I mean? And just, listening to your schedule that you kept, that you worked and would go to work at 4 a.m. and you would come home, you would still cook for your family, you would still prepare your lunch for your husband, you would still do your business. We tell each other, touch your business every day, and you would go to bed late, but like you said, look at what you've been able to do in 2 years. And Chris says it all the time. He says you're going to live the uncomfortable lifestyle so that you could live comfortably. So it may have been uncomfortable at first, going to bed late, getting up early, doing all the things, but now you're not so uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like to pay your house off, to be able to buy and I love hearing you talk about your husband. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And just like, listen, you made him a believer by you being determined. I mean, he's like, okay, well, put 10,000 in the bank and then you can quit. And then he's like, no, 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 don't quit.
Yeah, but
Don't quit.
because you know what? When wait, hold on. I forget what I want to say.
Oh, okay. I was talking about your husband and saying how, he said, okay, you can quit if you put 10,000 in the bank. And then he's like, no, 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 don't quit, whatever. So
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah, I
nervous.
remember. Because like my husband, he didn't support me.
Yeah.
So when I don't, okay, as long as I go to work, cook the food and prepare her lunch, I mean, he cannot say anything to me. Because let me tell you, sometimes our Hispanic community, our men are so machistas, I don't know how to say. Sometimes they very jealous,
Yeah.
but they want the lady to go to work, right? Because sometimes I told my husband, I will like that you being so jealous, but don't make me go to work because you're jealous and you want me to go to work to help you to pay the bills. So, right? But there is a lot of problems. But when he's saying, okay, as long as you give me my food and my lunch, okay, he cannot say anything. And when I started doing my parties, because I don't do the parties a lot. So one time I remember when I get out from work, I get home 4 o'clock. So I bring some food for my kids because my husband worked the night shift, he sleep during the day. So I get home, I take a shower, I get dressed, and then he's like, where'd you go? I'm like, oh, I go to the party. Remember I told you, no. I don't like this. I don't like this. But remember, I trying to do Mary Kay, Tupperware, a lot of things, and I cannot sell because he always, I don't like this. I just want you to be in the house. Okay, you can go to work, but when you get out from work, I want you here. I don't want you to go house by house or in the car. And then I told him, you know what? No, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna let pure romance because I'm start seeing the money.
Mhm.
And then I told him, you know what? I'm not gonna leave pure romance. I think I will leave you, but I'm not gonna leave pure romance because I was so tired
Mhm.
because I see the money already. So I go to do the parties and then I continue have the parties. And right now, let me tell you this, my husband helping me. He helped me. He quit his job in December.
Wow. 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 What a story. Oh my gosh. So, Lilia, can you tell me, because I do want to get into, and I know that the ladies are going to have some questions, but just your whole work ethic and, just the way that you work, how your tenacity, all of these things, is that like, were you raised in your family environment to where everybody was expected to do certain things? I look a lot of times and I say, we're a little spoiled over here, right? But you're in the US. You're in Detroit. Where are you?
In Melrose Park, like 15 minutes from Chicago.
From Chicago, okay.
From
And
Chicago City.
in Chicago, how was the economy there? Like, are things kind of crazy out there in Chicago? What's happening in Chicago?
Oh, you know what? The people got the money.
Mm,
Before I asked for permission at my job because when I tried to quit, I'm like, you know what? It's today. If it's not today, I'm not gonna do this. So I write it down a letter to my boss, thank you so much, because it was 12 years that I worked for that company. And she's like, no, where do you go? Because they don't know that I'm doing pure romance.
Mhm.
Oh, where you gonna work? It's very hard. So why you don't take time? So I take 3 months. Okay, because I was having problem with my kids too, because I was tired. Ladies, when I went out from work and I sit down, I'm sleeping. During the weekend, I work in the weekend. So sometimes my husband is, we're going to the lake. Okay, so when I get out from work, I lay down, I sleeping. And he's like, you know what, you only want to sleep, so you prefer to be at the work, so we're gonna do our plans without you. So, okay, I take 3 months permission. And when it was in March, the pandemic, is my time that I need to come back to work. And I come back to work because I was so scared. I'm like, you know what? It's the pandemic. The people is living, there is no job. So what am I gonna do? The people is not gonna, they're not gonna buy anything from Pure Romance because it's something like they don't need it. They're not gonna, waste his money. I mean, not waste, but they're not gonna waste their money buying stuff if they don't have a job. So I go back to work, and then my sales going up. And then after 1 month, I quit my job. And then I don't give no notes, anything. I just go to HR and I told them, I'm sorry to say that, but I'm not coming tomorrow. I'm quitting. And they're like, what happened? Oh, I got my business and it's going so good. Give me the papers for my resign. And they're okay. And then I don't go back to work. And let me tell you, for 2 weeks, I was like in the press because I was so scared. I'm like, what I did, I'll be here in United States like for more than 20 years, 23 years, I think. And all my life I was working since when I was 17 years when I'm here. So quitting my job, I was like, what am I gonna do now? And that thing, it get more motivated to do the stuff because you know what? I don't have my paycheck like weekly or every 2 weeks. And then with the pandemic, the sales, oh my God, it was crazy. And right now the people is the same. They're buying a lot of stuff. So the people have the money.
Yeah.
They have the money. The thing is that if you don't tell what you sell, of course they will spend in a clothes, in the bags, and everything. I told my ladies, if you don't do your live videos, the people, they like to be in the Facebook, in TikTok. And sometimes I ended seeing the people who sell the bags. And I'm like, what I'm doing here is what happened with humans. We're in the Facebook, we see some lady talking, and then we stop. And at the end, I I want to buy something. So it's the same with us. If we connected, the people will see us, and of course they will spend the money. If you don't connect it, they will spend the money with the person who's doing the Facebook Live.
Yep. We say that a closed mouth is a closed business. So I heard you say, and I was going to ask this question, that you don't do a lot of parties, but you had like a $60,000 month, right? So is the secret to your sales the fact that you are consistently going live every day showing products, and you're doing it both in your VIP and your Instagram? Because I saw a video last week and I was like, oh, hubby, can I do this with you? You had the candle and you had the heart, and I don't know who that man was on the chair, but he was leaned over and you poured the oil on him and you was massaging and you were showing how the heart works and all of that. That sold me. That would have sold me. So is that basically what you're doing on a daily?
Yes. And you know what? My husband is, I told, because that day, I told, oh, I need, because sometimes my kids are my model for the candle.
Mm-hmm.
And that day, my kids, oh, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm like, okay, forget it. I told my husband, I need you because I'm gonna put a candle. I said, you need to be here and then don't say anything because he's like, I am comfortable. I said, don't say anything because the heart, he's very picky. So when we do the heart, if we don't do like this one is scratch.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, you better don't say anything if I scratch.
Lilia, look, you know I'm married to a Latino, so I know they're picky. Any little thing, if it's not right, it's got to be like this. It's so controlling.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
And then also I did the swim
The swing.
with him.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I
Okay.
said, you're gonna be here, but don't say anything and smile. Don't put your face like, only don't say anything, but smile.
Yes.
But
Okay, so
you know, the people, they like to see it. They like to see that you're using the product, that they really work, like the candle, the massage, it feels so good.
yes, I mean it's like
Just
commercials. When
great.
we watch commercials, it makes us want to buy the things that we see because they're using them or they're eating it, or and it's the power of suggestion when you see it.
Like the miracle oil, I did a video too, putting in my shampoo. Do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Show them when you explain the product, just make sure that you explain them. Don't say only like, oh, this is all. Not told them, oh, this is all, make this, that. You put a little piece, you put in your clip, explain. Because the people, sometimes they don't know for what, or what's the thing.
Yeah, they weren't educated like most of us, a lot of us learning with this business. So I have one more question, and then I'm gonna open up the floor to the other ladies. I won't hog all the questions, but I want to know what do you think the secret is to your sponsoring? Not even just sponsoring, right? Because like I have high numbers of sponsoring, but I'm not activating them all. But it seems like you're activating almost 100% of the people that you're bringing in. So what do you think it is?
Not really, because I recruit by now, I think it's 550, and I still have some that I'm not active, but I think it's 550.
Wow.
But I think the secret is that they see me connect and then see that everybody can talk about this product, that everybody can sell. It's like the people want to sell, oh, I got this thing, you can drink the water. Oh, it's so hard. If it fell down, it's not gonna break it. If you got your kids, this is so good if you got kids. It's the way, like, oh, it's all so easy. I want to try it. I want to do it. I think is the secret. And like I said, do not try, don't wait until you said, oh, I'm not prepared, or I don't have a lot of experience. Oh, my nails are so bad, or oh, my hair, my that. Just connected. The people connect with you more when you are a regular person. Because if you want to be so fancy with a lot of stuff, they see and they like, oh my God, she can do that because look at her. She looks so educated, so this, so that. And the people is like, no, I cannot do that. So, but when you talk about the products like regular, with your t-shirt, because sometimes the lady, what happened? You tired? Yes, I'm tired because I wake up very early and then I go to work. So they like, oh, you know what? I'm like this, I'm the same. So when they see that I'm selling a lot, they're like, you know what? I see this product sells so good. I want to try it. I want to do it.
Wow.
The people connect with you. They see that is something real.
Yeah.
And they see that everybody can do it. There is no experience. They don't need experience. They don't need to be educated, or they can learn.
Wow. Yeah, we've been saying that too, but we sometimes need those reminders, right? I know I do, because I never want to get on there and be looking a mess, but you're right. It's like, as for mothers especially, we got a lot going on and we can't always have it together. And so if a woman sees us and we're just like, oh gosh, I can never, she's always her makeup's always flawless or her hair is always done and she's never, yeah, we all could use that reminder. Okay, I want to open up the floor for questions. This has been so good and a lot of people are chatting and just saying it's so helpful. And man, this is just, and I just wanted her to be on here and just be real and just we get a lot of training. We have a lot of action steps and things that we can do, but I knew we just needed to hear from the heart of somebody, the real, you know what I mean? And it doesn't get any more real than this.
And you know what? Let me tell you this. When I start, because sometimes health or not health, sometimes we're like, oh, I don't know how to do this, I'm alone. With my person who sponsored me, she's not even help or anything. So the thing is that I ended alone, completely alone. So what I did, and right now I thank to God that this is something that I have to been through, because if I don't do this, maybe I was I'm not able to be, I can be the person who I am now, because when I get alone, so I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do now? How am I gonna learn? Who's gonna teach me or what? But for 1 year, I don't do anything. So what I did, I started looking for information. I go to YouTube. I go to other consultants. So and it was the time for me to start searching. And then the thing here is that if it sometimes nobody's gonna do the job for you. At the end, you need to talk about the products. You need to be you need to put your goals in your hair, because at the end, nobody can sell for you. Here, the thing is the personal goals, because sometimes, like for example, Angelina, I don't sell anything. And then Angelina give me all the tools, but I don't listen because, oh my gosh, I cannot connect every day. Oh, I have to work. I got my husband, I got this party, and she give me all the tools. But sometimes we don't pay attention. I mean, we don't care, even if we got everything. And this happened to my team too. But it's not the time for everybody until the person get tired. Like when happened to me, my necessity was to quit my job. But if I quit my job, what am I gonna do, right? I need to get the money. So I never think that we can buy the house, because that is something like American dream. Like, how you gonna buy your house? So here you need to have your goals, and you need to do the things in your own. Because sometimes the people can say, do this, do that, do that. But if you don't do it, you're not gonna do anything. But you need you make to do, I don't know how to say, put the goals in your mind. Mm-hmm. And do not think that anything is impossible, because it's possible. If you want some money in your bank, if you want to buy another house, because my dream house now is another house, and hopefully I can get it this year or next year. But you need to dream. You need to feel the things, because our limits are in our mind. Because there is no difference between Bethany, that she almost sell 1 million. Mm-hmm. There is no difference. Here the difference is that the people work more than others. By the time that I was studying, getting more people, more recruits, more sales, I only sleep 3 to 4 hours a day. And sometimes the people don't don't want to go through that. They're like, you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna continue with my job. But you know what? My paycheck every 2 weeks was 900. When I work a lot of overtime, 1200. Right now, I can get that in one day if I want it, or in 2 days if I work. I can get that money in 2 days. So here is that you have the product. If you're not selling, it's because you are not letting the people know that you sell this product. And there is no luck. There is no luck. It's not lucky. There is that sometimes maybe I work more than you, or maybe Angelina is working more than me. But here it's not like, oh, she's a lucky lady. No. And you can dream. Just imagine if you can do this with your husband. Sometimes their husband is like, that's not true. Do you believe that they can get that paycheck? I don't listen. So right now my husband, and sometimes because he helps me, I'm like, remember when you say that? And he's like, oh my God, you just told me you want to be every day like digging and digging and digging, saying, I'm like, yes, because remember? Oh, because right now he's like, you know what? Because I support you. I'm like, that's not true. You not support me. You support me right now. But at the beginning, you not support me.
Now he wants some credit.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Okay, let me open the floor for questions. You can unmute yourselves. Who wants to talk to Lilia? Has any questions or anything they want to say to her? This has been great. Anybody? Don't be shy.
I'll
I
go
have a
first.
question. Oh,
Go ahead, Danielle. Go ahead.
okay. Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm new here. Well, I have questions. Like, do you have any tips on creating a successful VIP page on Facebook?
Look, I'm not really creating, and that's good that you mentioned that. Because sometimes because I don't know how to do my flyers nice, or I cannot publish this on that. Remember, when I start working more my VIP group, at 8 was my break. So I was eating fast and I published everything. If I see I put the miracle oil, the coochie, because I remember when I started, they do like a group and they're like, okay, in Monday, you need to talk about coochie. And Tuesday, you need to talk about this product. And Wednesday, you need to talk about this product. And Thursday, you do the live video talking about, and I was like, oh my God, this is too much for me. So the way that I was doing it, and I continue doing until now, I post everything.
Good. I don't feel so bad because I do the same thing. I post all that. I post
I
everything.
post everything. What I recommended to you is post whatever you need to post, like the cream, the miracle oil, the perfume, and at least make a live video 5 minutes, 10 minutes at night. Believe me, if you do this every day, you will see the changes. You will see the changes.
So Lilia, tell them how you grew, because I think Danielle wants to know that too, and Cheyenne asked it in the chat. I know this and you've taught this, but maybe they didn't take that class. How you grew your VIP group. So I know about the raffles and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. When I started growing up, I put like, who wants to just like me? For every 5 ladies you add, I remember the first thing that I put is the coochie. If you add 30 ladies, you enter to the rifa. And some more friends, they're like, you want 30 ladies? It's not, I'm not even have that friends. And then I'm, oh my gosh, I think it's too much. So I slow it down to 10, but I don't see no reaction, no anything. So what I start doing, I give you some choice and do that. I put, no miracollo, I put the perfume along, I put 2 creams, I put maybe a Gucci 3 products. And what I did, I put a picture. I think I have here, let me show you. And then I make a post and said, if you would like to get this for free, add 10 friends. And for every 10 friends that you add to my group, I will give you a ticket. I don't know where my ticket. The little ticket. So I see, you know, one day they add me 600 ladies.
Yep, I used it. I did it when you taught it to us on our call. I did it and I got like 1,400. You know, remember Cynthia? You were in my VIP and you were like, girl, what do you got going on over there? Everybody keeps joining. That was Lilia stuff.
And then you know what? When you got new people, because you know, sometimes the ladies, they don't want to add friends because they're like, I know they're gonna know my secret, or they want to see that I'm here, because sometimes like, oh, I don't want they know that I'm here. But when they see some motivation, they add. And then I put 6 choices. Sometimes I put this, the heli, the salt, the heli, because I put 16 for intimate, for personal care, so they can see it. Because sometimes if you put they just like me, they're like, I don't care. I don't need they just like me. Or, oh, I know, I not even have a partner. So put some choices, and believe me, they will add friends to your VIP group. And then what I do is I give you 10 tickets for every 10 ladies you add, and there is no limits. And also for the new members, they can participate too. And sometimes like for Christmas or for the February 14th, I say, oh, put a picture with you, honey bunny, kissing. And the photo that have more likes, they can choose in a basic instinct with perfume. And I put very good prices. So the winner can choose one of these things. And then I keep remaining. Ladies, remember, the picture who has more likes is the winner. So you can add your friends, your comadre, your cousin, and guess what? They add ladies to the VIP for the likes, because nobody can do the likes if they're not in the VIP group.
So wait, so you don't give the product for free, you just discount it?
I give you the product for the winner.
Okay, because when you said you put very good prices, I was like, wait a minute, you're not giving it for free? I gave it away free.
Like for when they want to, like for example, if you're all ladies, put your picture with your husband or with your family, and the picture who has more likes is going to be the winner. So you know, the people put the likes, but some they don't have a likes. So you will say, okay, for example, nobody give me likes. Ladies, give me some likes for my picture. If I don't see response, guess what? I need to add my friends. So I add them to my Facebook group to give me the like, because if they're not in my Facebook group, they cannot give me the like. There is another thing that will work very good for me.
That's really smart. Wow, I love that. All right, anybody else? Question? Somebody else was trying to talk, I think, too.
I'll go. Hi, Lilia, I'm Wendy. First,
Hi, Wendy.
I absolutely love you. I have seen you on Rise and Grind. I have followed you. But my question is, I do not like live at all. I hide from this camera. How did you just get the courage to go live and just keep doing it until you succeeded?
Because how I go in every live, that how I'm continue going live and have a success.
When you started going live, you said you would sweat, that you were nervous. How did you get over that? How did you get to where you were comfortable? Because I don't like my face, you know, I don't like being on camera.
Oh, because you know what? I need to, there is the only way that I can connect with the people, and I can have my myself. It's something that I don't like it, but just continue going live, and there is going to be you will get to the point that you see that anything happened, that nothing happened to you. Just can just turn off the camera and the live ended. And I'm going to give you one advice. Do not see your live video. When you finish it, don't see it. Don't see it. Because if you see it, you will see like, oh my gosh, look, I got this, I got that. Oh no. And then it's gonna make you more insecure, and you're not gonna do your live videos again. Just connect to the people just for one product. Ladies, I just want to do the live video real quick, because you know what? I never pay attention to this perfume, and the smell is perfect for summer. It smells so good. When you put here, you talk about blah, blah, blah. If you would like to have more information, just text me or do something, or talk about some product. And do one. And then end it. The next day, do the live video again. But do not judge yourself. Don't watch the video. It happened to me too. If I see my videos live, I delete it. At this point, if I watch it, I delete it because I don't like it. So what I do, I just do the live videos and stop, and I don't watch again.
See, I'm like you. I was trying to. What'd you say, Wendy?
I said I will have to try that. But I do know, for other ladies that may not know, Rosa lost every last one of her members in her VIP group because Facebook hates us. And she started all over. So that's what made me really amazed by her story and keep them going. Just to have to start all over.
Yeah, she had like 9,000 people, okay, and lost them all.
I think November and October, I wake up and surprise, my Facebook gone. My Facebook group was deleted. So I have a Facebook, an extra Facebook group, but I only have 1,600 members. And I was thinking that it's not gonna happen to me. Sometimes I remind the ladies, please add to this extra Facebook group, but sometimes they don't add. So this morning, I was like, because I meditate. I recommend you this, meditate. That's helped you a lot. When I see my Facebook group, I don't get panic and I don't get too scared, but I was like, okay. It was time for me to do cleanup because I was having ladies from Chile, other country. And I'm like, okay, so I don't waste my time looking one by one. I'm gonna start from the beginning. So I remember that I told my husband, Facebook closed my group. He's like, really? Yes, but I got it. So guess what? I did one post and I told the ladies, please help me. Facebook closed my group. Add your friends, add your comadre, your cousin. Help me to add the people. So I get connected because Facebook erased all my videos, all my videos. When I explain the product in this Facebook group, I need to do more live videos explaining the product because I still have no time to do live videos explaining my repeating products like my husband said. I don't have a lot of those live videos. So the people, when I finish one raffle, I start another one. And by now I got 10,200 members in my VIP group.
Wow. Awesome. All right, who has another question? We don't want to keep Lilia too long, so don't be shy while we have her. Anybody else? And if you don't have a question, if you just want to say something to her as well.
Hey, Lilia, it's Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
I have a question. I don't have a problem going live. I'm not shy. I talk, and mine's is more consistency. I know I have to work on. But when you say you adding people to the groups, which group are you talking about? Your VIP group or your regular Facebook group, or where are you finding the people from?
I add to my Facebook group, and then
Okay.
I send before I only have 97 friends in Facebook.
Uh-huh.
I don't like to have so many friends, and now I'm the more friendly people. When I see lady maybe living in United States, I send friend requests, and then I add to my Facebook group.
Okay.
I add the people, I not even know them, but I send friend requests, and then later I add to my Facebook group. And sometimes they're like, "Oh, what I'm doing here? Oh, this is interesting." And the people add another person.
I
Okay.
love it. That's so gay. That's so gangster, Lilia. She's like, they don't even know. They're like, oh, wait a minute. How did I get here?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I have some ladies like, what is this group? It's fun. I don't know how to get here because sometimes I'm not even know, because remember, if you have some friends, they have different friends, right? It's not the same. And sometimes, like my ladies, they're like, my Facebook group is not growing up. And then they want like their cousin, sister, they want them in the Facebook group. But the thing is, they don't want to add nobody because they don't want to see like they're in the VIP group where they sell intimated products, right? They don't want to everybody see that. So those people, those persons, they're not gonna add person in your VIP group. There is more chances that the people you not even know, of course, they will add more people because they don't care. But they see there is a lot of information because today there is a lot of, I don't know how to say divorce.
Yes. Yep.
A lot of divorce, a lot of unfaithful people, and we got the products to stop that. Because why the people is unfaithful? Because the lady is boring, they don't want to do anything, she always with a headache, she don't like to do this, that. So of course, when they see, oh, this is for the organs, stop, I don't know how to say, not in vain. Most of them, they say like, oh yes, I'm coming, but that's not true. They not even feel
Yeah,
anything.
they're faking the orgasm.
Yeah, faking. Most of them, they're faking because they just want to the husband just stop and going.
Yeah.
And that's not true. And this was the product that the problem comes from. I always, when I do my live videos, stop faking the organs. Why sometimes why there is a lot of unfaithful? Because when they come from outside, the lady is with something like this, smell food, and not even smell good. And then they're like, oh, I'm so tired preparing the food, or I'm cleaning the house. And then at the end, I am so tired. And sometimes the men, they not even care if the house is very clean. They want the wife to be ready or to be, wants to do the love with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why sometimes when they go, when they work, they see all these ladies smelling so good. And then there is a lot of things, and the thing is that sometimes to be housewife, we think that, oh, I got my husband, he's not going nowhere. And it's not true. Sometimes we think they are, I don't know how to say, that we got them 100% sure.
Oh, right.
And it's not true.
Got him on lock. He ain't going nowhere.
Yes.
Right. Uh-huh.
So when you start, being creative, use basic instinct, you just need to solve this stuff. When you talk about the product, what you will have if you use the basic instinct. I don't have my basic instinct. Like when you talk about the pheromones, okay, if you do this, you will feel so good, more secure, more this and that. And the people is like, really? And then when they say, okay, let me buy some stuff, and they like it, they will bring you more people to your VIP. Is how the way how I'm growing up too. The recommendation.
Yeah.
But if you don't connect in your Facebook group, because posting, maybe you got one sale or sometimes, but not really. You need to turn on your camera, talk about the products, what benefits you will have to if you use the oat cream, or what benefits you will have if you use the perfume, your lubricant, because this really is not something that we need to live. We can live without this. We not really need those products, but it makes your life easier if we use it. When I connected, I don't told this to the ladies. I said, you need this in your life because you're faking your organs. You're having problem with your husband. You need it. So you put in their mind that they need it. And the only way that you can say that is when you connect it to your VIP group. And don't think like, I know this is not true. Just start your live videos, talk about the products, know the products. I remember make samples with your product, taste it. When you do like, oh, this is the lubricant, cream lubricants. It's so good. The smell is good. It tastes so good. You can put it here, like that. This one. Oh, this is the sensation. Why you need the sensation? Because with this, it feels so warm. Oh, and it feels hot. And when you taste it, you have a lot of saliva in your mouth. It's what you need to do very good oral sex with your husband. They do this. Taste it. It's the way you sell it. So when I do my live videos, I taste the things.
I love it. That slurp was everything, Lilia. That slurp was everything.
The other day, I was to do a video. I take like 3 times this, and I'm like, ugh. But you need to taste it. You need to, when you talk about, show them. You need to put this in here. Smell it. Oh, it's so good. But the products taste it. This one. Let me give you one sample. Before, I never sell the bosom body, because if you say bosom body for your lips, I can buy a Carmex for $1 or 50 cents. So when I try this, and the way that I sell it, because I told them, okay, the oral sex kit is 3 products, right? And this, I have some of my top. One, I don't know, but so far, I'm not even know how many great heads I already sold, but a lot. So, but this is the oral sex. What I did is, okay, this one is help you to relax your throat. So when you do your oral sex, don't get like you want to vomit it or you, and then the sensation, the bosom body, this one is edible. So you put in your mouth, it has mint. When you partner kiss you, he's gonna do to your lips because it's so good. And then you can put in your pezón here, and because it has mint, it's gonna be like this. So that's the men get so excited, so horny. So when they come and they put your tongue, it's gonna feel so good. But really, And also you can, if you got your lips like dry, use during the nighttime, and you will wake up with your lips so good. But the number one, no, how do I say? I don't know how to say the translation, but the thing that I really love to use this product, and that's why it's in the oral sex kit, is because when you're gonna do, let me see what is Mr. DJ. I don't have Mr. DJ. When you have this and you're gonna do the oral sex to your husband, make sure that you put close to you. So you make sure that you retalk and put in your lips. And when you start doing the oral sex, what you feeling in your lips, your husband is gonna feel in all around. And that sensation, he's gonna feel so good. It's gonna be so pleasanter for him. So this is is how I like most to use. My clients is most like to use, because I always use the client, but it's me.
Right.
And then for those person that said, I don't have a problem, I'm so good. Okay, if you don't need this, okay. But this one really, you will enjoy it more. But if you said, I don't want that, okay, even if you are master, you need the sensation. Why? Because it's different. When you do the oral sex, sometimes you don't like the saliva other, your own saliva, and then you're gonna start like, almost no. Your partner wants to see you that you enjoying it. You so happy to doing that. And guess what? This one is gonna give you all that, because the flavor, you got a lot of saliva. And then he's gonna start like he's gonna say, don't you say you don't like it? So I made them to buy.
I love you so much, Lily. I can't wait to meet you at national training.
And you always, you need to explain and don't judge yourself. Don't get like not scared, like embarrassed or embarrassing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just continue. You will get to the point that you're so comfortable talking about this. And it's the way that I sell it, because there is a lot of people that they don't like to do the oral sex. They don't like the flavor. And it's the same with this, with all the products.
Love it. Anybody else want to get any more of these gems before we let her go? Any other questions?
Yes, this is Cynthia. Question. Hi, honey. Your sales, do you use like your website, or do you take these orders personally, and do you do flash sales throughout the year?
Right now I'm doing I share my website. I get sales from there too. And before I was thinking like, no, nobody wants to sell, but yes, you share your website in your personal Facebook. And then, like I say, you send friend requests for every lady that you see. No matter if you don't know her, you send friend requests. If they say, hi, that I know you. Oh, no, but I'm looking for friends. You say that, because that people can buy you. You know, the people is so curious. So share your website, because right now I'm getting every week, sometimes 200, sometimes 300, sometimes 1,400. I'm like, oh, who's buying that? I not even know who's buying that stuff. So most of my sales, I send it to them. I do it in my Facebook group. And the flash sales, I don't really do the flash sales sometimes, but not really flash sales, because I'm not preparing.
Girl, I'm so glad to hear you say that, because Lilia, I do not like flash sales. I'm not. Monique McGuire is the same way. She doesn't do flash sales. That's too much.
Yes. What you can do is, you can say, okay, we can sell like one product You can say, okay, you can have, put up bundles. If you're selling something, but something is not working for you, just prepare different bundles, like a bubble bath with miracle oil, or basic kissing with perfume, or just change it. And the same, when you connect it to do your Facebook group with your live videos, if you talk about the miracle oil and you see nobody see it, okay, just change it right away. That's what I got my little bag. When I see that no reaction, I change it right away for something. I always have toys close to me to see the reaction. Just change the topic right away.
Okay, thank you. That's awesome.
Awesome. Anybody else? This has been great, Lilia. I really, really, again, appreciate you taking the time out. I mean, everybody agree. I know they've been in the chat, and I know it's hard to look at the chat and also talk at the same time, but they have been, yeah, everybody's like, I needed this reminder. Thank you so much. They're going to start going live now. So excited. And for those that are headed to national training, we have to make sure we buy Lilia a drink or something.
No, but if you remember, ladies, if you want to have more money, is recruiting. You can have the money selling the stuff, but never is going to compare when you recruit. I remember my checks. I see my overrides, how they look. I have 2 checks, but like before, I don't have direct deposit, so I cash, but I only take a picture. My husband is like, and these checks, one, oh, I need to cash it. But I don't know. It was $13 and $15. $13. And I'm like, it's only $13. And he's like, oh my God, take a picture. He's the one who suggested, take a picture. Maybe one day you will have a very good override.
Yeah. And I know, and I know if mine's a 10 grand, yours is probably double that or more.
And you know what? When I started, I don't want to recruit, because sometimes we think like, I don't want to deal with these people, with that. We're never going to be prepared to recruit. Never, never. Because we always learning. And then here we just recruit the people, give you the tools. Some they're going to do, some they're not, some they got the job and like that. But there is going to be always, like for me, there is going to be always one Lilia that she's tired to living the life with no money, no car, like the car giving the problem every month, every 2 months. You know what? It's so bad. It's so bad to don't have the money. And if you're doing this business, you can have all the money that you want. You can have 10,000, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. You can have whatever you want. And there is no luck. My overrides are, it changed. But right now is from 10,000 to 20,000.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you said that, Lilia, about the recruiting, because my elite lifestyle earners are on here, and we just had that conversation yesterday during our coaching session, and I was telling them the exact same thing. Like, you can make the money doing the sales, you're going to work a lot harder, and but you can, if you recruit more, you'll get more and more longevity in your business, and you'll get them big $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 checks over time.
And you're never gonna have the same money when you recruit the people, because you can have the money doing the orders, but it's no difference. Believe me, there's no difference. Because like I say before, I want to sell, only sales. I don't want to recruit. And then when I remember that when I want to quit my job, the person one of my leads said, okay, if you want to quit, you need to start recruit, because the only way that you can get paid from the company is when you have a team. You can have you check when you do your 10,000. I think it's 500,000 or 10,000, but there's only very little. I mean, it's not little, but compared it for what you're getting when you recruit, there is a huge difference.
Yeah.
So just put that in your mind. Anything is impossible, because believe me, I never thought that I can do this. I work like so hard 20 years of my life. I can say that I work 20 years of my life, and I never have the money that I have now in 2 years. You know, working 20 years of my life.
Yep.
So don't waste your time. Keep going. Stop recruiting. Start selling. But if you really enjoy what you do, the people will come. How to say? The people will come to you.
They'll be drawn to you. They'll be drawn to you. And I think we have one more question, Lilia. Teresa wanted to know, do you always offer the business on your lives? When you go live, do you offer the business?
No. Right now, we got the social seller very often. And then, of course, if somebody asks, oh, I would like to love, and then, oh, I don't waste the opportunity to talk about the product. And so, but no. But I post with advance. As soon as I know that we will have a social seller or the kids, I post it right away. And then I post the next day, and then I posted the next day. If I don't see no reaction, I delete it and I repost it again. Do this. If you see that something is not working for you, if you're not getting any likes, so delete it and post again.
Terrell, you had your hand up. I'm sorry, babe, I missed it. What you got?
It's okay. She just went over a little bit, but I had a question, like, how do you get people to recruit when they have like a negative connotation about pyramid schemes and things like that?
The one?
She wanted to know, how do you get people, how do you recruit or get them to say yes when they have a negative view of direct sales and they think it's a pyramid scheme and stuff like that?
Like pyramid scheme? What is that?
Yeah, so a pyramid scheme would be like the companies where, okay, like, you know how we recruit, like Lilia, if you sign me, I could still make more money than you because we're not a pyramid scheme, right? But the other companies that are pyramid schemes, you can never make more than the person above.
Yeah. I understand now. Well, most of the ladies, if for example, Angela said, oh, Lilia, I would like to be part of your team. The information that I give her is, oh yes, Angela, I have the social seller. They're not gonna give you anything to you. You will have access to your website page to do your orders, and then you will have the 30% off, but you're never going to use 30% off because the company gives us special 50% off and sometimes 60% off. So you have to wait until we have that special so you can get more stuff, and then you can get more money when you sell it. And also, I have the standard kit, the logs, and I explain the difference. And then she said, oh yes, and how that works, if I want to bring more people and that, I said, oh, you got experience in that. If she's like, I don't know, I said, you know what? When you join, I will give you more details. But don't waste your time. If somebody is asking a lot of a question, so that person, sometimes they're not going to do anything. I had one experience with one lady, and look the mentality. She's like so desperate to talk to me, and then I answer her call, and then, oh yeah, you want to join the team? She's like, yes. How that work? And then if I get people to the team, and then I ask, do you have experience in that? No, a little bit. I said, yes, we have the, I don't know, the compensation plan, and I will explain you when you're here. But if you really want to have money, you're in the right place. And then she said, so that means by the time that I sign up with you, you are getting money. So what she said, okay, as soon as I sign up with you, you're gonna start getting money from me. And then I'm like, what? You see? She's like, oh, because I'm gonna sign up with you. So now you start getting money from me because I'm your recruit. And I said, you know what? I never talk about the position in the company. But I told her, you know what? When you start recruiting, of course you will get more percentage. And when you do your orders, you will have the check that the company give you. But right now, I just recruit 78 ladies that really, if you recruit with me or you don't recruit, it's not, no, there is no difference. But I don't like her attitude because see, she's like I say, oh, Angela, that means if I sign up with you, so you start getting money because I'm in your team. Sometimes the people said that they think that when they recruit with us, we're gonna be rich, and that's not true. And that's good that we do this point in here. Remember, when you recruit 10 or 20 ladies, not all of them gonna do the business, but for sure you will get five that they're gonna do the business. There is some people that they want to do like for personal until they know the product, but with little by little, you will see a lot of difference. And when you recruit a lot of people, it's not hurting. Like if one don't want to do the business, or the other don't want to do the business, or with some that come with that attitude, I don't like that, it's like Herbalife, or it's like that, they this, that. No, you don't want that people in your team.
Good
the
point.
People who really want to do the business, they're not gonna start asking you about the pyramid or that stuff.
That's a good point. Wow. Yeah, she's like, all money ain't good money. If you coming at me with that attitude, I don't want you on my team.
Yes, because sometimes they think, oh, you're gonna be rich with me. And then they not even do the job. But there is gonna be a lot of people that you will see. But there is so many people that they not even knowing, they like to sell. You see how paparazzi was very popular. Right now, I don't see paparazzi anymore.
Yep,
Now,
absolutely.
is your team within the only in the United States, or are they abroad as well?
Right now, only in the United States.
Okay.
Who?
Yes,
Paparazzi?
No, her team.
Oh, her team. Oh, yeah. No, and that was huge. To know that. That's why I was asking where she lived, because she's all these people, all around the world.
And they have my recruits are in. I think I got few states that they're not, but they're in California, Texas, Arizona, New York, Florida, Chicago, Wisconsin, Nebraska, more states. And like I said, when you put your refa, add your friends. You don't know. Sometimes the people have a lot of friends all over the United States. Yeah. And they add them. Is how your spend, how do you say?
How they spend money?
Is how you
expand and grow.
Oh, they expand and
grow. How you grow in different states.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And Charles, just FYI too, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So you can always pull that up, if you want to give them that information, or you can just not be bothered, like Lilia said.
Yeah, I was just like, because I don't have a lot of people that I'm around who would, you know, be interested, but it's like, if I'm saying it for myself, I think that they would, but it's always, well, with other companies like us or, you know, different, they like, well, if I don't sell, then I don't make money or whatever the case may be. They basically scared and they don't want to take the chance.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know
most
what?
people.
Let me tell you this, because it's what I told. Because I have some ladies that they do other business, and they're like, because of course they, oh Lilia, you want to do this? You want to do that? Oh, here, look the compensation plan. I'm like, no, I'm okay with this because I already tried Mary Kay, Herbalife, Tupperware, so many. And then I told them, but they like, oh no difference here, blah blah blah. And then I say, you know what's the difference between because I think, what's the name, no, not only life, there is some vitamins, no Herbalife, they have a very good compensation plan. And I say, but you know what, the people, they not even care to take the vitamins, they don't like to care about the face. In my product, they need it because they want to make their husband crazy. Is the difference.
That's
And
right.
when you say that, they give you the risk. They're like, you know what? Yeah, that's true. Because the ladies spend $100, $200, $300, $400 in the stuff. And they're not going to spend $400 or $300 in the vitamins or creams for the face. No, they don't care. The people don't take care about their body. They don't care. So when somebody comes to you and say, what's the compensation plan? You just told them, you know what? The compensation plan is so good, but what we really have is the product that the people will buy it with the close out eyes. They will say, okay, give me.
I love it. I love it. Well, Lilia, we don't want to keep you much longer. I know it's getting late. Everybody, and then please, I always tell everybody every time we have a training, if you want to follow Lilia, follow her. Don't friend her because she needs that space to be able to have her clients. And, you know, Facebook limits us to 5,000, but you can certainly follow her and that'll be cool. And then someone had asked earlier for your Instagram, Lilia. I don't know it by heart. What's your Instagram?
It's Lilia0903.
Okay, y'all hear that? Lilia0903.
I used to start posting a little bit. I don't post a lot because I'm not really good with the technology. But you know what? There is no skills. That's why I so comfortable now doing my live videos, because I'm not so good making the flyers or put fancy. Sometimes I not even know how to put the filter in my face.
You need
Snapchat.
You need Snapchat for that, Lilia. That's the easiest one.
And the thing is, just be the person you are. There is gonna be always the people who identify themselves with you.
Yep, that's right.
Always. If there is people, this and that, you don't need that. You don't want them in your team. The people who's in your team is the one who gonna do the job, because they going to reflect in you.
Mm-hmm.
Always choose the person. If you want the lady who work, who has their family, husband, all the people, believe me, they tired to be working in the company, tired to be more time in the job than with their family. It's so limited. There is never enough the money, because no company, no matter for what company you work, because believe me, if you get paid like $20, it's not even enough. Yep. No.
They will work you to death.
So you just look for that person, look for that lady who really needs the money, who wants to change their life, who is tired to have the credit cards full, to have the card that is not working well, that they need to replace the card, but there is no money to replace. Always look for that people. It's the people who's gonna do the job, the people who really need the money.
Love it. Love it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Lily. I really, really appreciate you. And I'm going to message you. I want you to send me your address. I'd like to send you a little something. But I really, really appreciate you taking the time with us. This company is so wonderful. The sisterhood is so wonderful, how we can pour into each other and just strengthen each other. And I just can't thank you enough. This was really, really good. Wasn't it? This was good, guys. You can all unmute yourselves. It was a different kind of training, right? It was awesome.
So awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank
Thank
you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
just keep
Lilia.
going
Thank you.
I
and
can't wait
do
till
it.
World Conference.
you.
I
Thank you
mean,
very
national
much.
training.
Yes.
Yes, it's gonna be my first
Thank
one.
you.
I
It's
never
the
attend anything.
That's right. She's
Mine
never
too, and
been.
I want a hug.
Yeah, you know, she's so new. She came around the pandemic and stuff. She's never been to a national event, so this will be her first one. Oh, this is going to be so good.
And always get you stuff something in your purse, the perfume, always.
Yep.
If you see the men's, just go with them. Oh, look, I sell this. Just go with the men's. The men's buy the perfumes for the ladies too. That's what I do. I get my purse, and then when I see the men's, oh, hi, oh, look, I got the perfumes. Every time, sometimes as a wife, we like the husband bring with something. What is that? Oh, perfume, put in here. And they will sell it. I always get the two perfumes. I put one in one arm and one in the other arm.
Go ahead. I've told some of you all this. When you're first building your business, talk about it everywhere you go and take products and have. That's how I built my business too. Lily, I've told them, people would tease me because anytime somebody would say, oh gosh, and my neck is hurting. Oh yeah, well, you know, we have this at Pure Romance. We're like, oh, well, I cut my finger. Oh, we have Miracle Oil. They'd be like, oh Lord, here she goes with the Pure Romance. But that's how I built my business. Yeah.
If you work right now, take the rice and grind, roll over, just get some napkin and put all the co-workers in your job. Put it in here and here, and just clean it in the piece of paper and go with everybody. When I did that at my job, I sell 15 because everybody is so stressed in the job. And then you put them in the morning when start the shift, and they smell it, so they're gonna feel so good.
All right, y'all heard it. There's a challenge for you. Get you some rise and grind. For those of you that are still working 9 to 5s, take it to work and get a napkin, roll it on people. Here, boom, clean it off, get the next one, you know.
But everything sells so good. You can just show them. Show them.
Yay. Awesome. Well, go be with your family, Lilia. I could talk to you all night, girl. This was great. I loved it. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you. Am I seeing you? Am I seeing you on the board trip? On the President's Club and boards trip? Am I seeing you before August?
Where? In the trip.
Right. So when did you? I know you've at least hit President's Club or board by now. Where were you last year? What are you on now?
Last year was President Club. Right now I got what's that?
Senior board.
Senior board.
Yeah, your senior board. So are you going on the President's Club trip this year?
No, I going to the senior board.
So you hit senior board last year?
Oh no, senior board last year.
Okay, so I'll be seeing you on the board trip. I'll be there. Yes. I'll be in Arizona.
Arizona.
So I'll see you next month.
Next month. So ladies, don't sleep, because remember, if you sleep, there is gonna be always another consultant she will come and she will get the people in front of you for no reason. For no reason.
Yep. There you go. Great advice.
I'm ready. I'm about to go live.
Go ahead.
Product ready.
Yeah, there's no sleeping. There's no sleeping over here. She ready. She what?
Yes. You see, you got everything. Turn on the camera. Do a live video right now.
Yep, that's what they're doing.
That's right.
You see it. We
Let's
don't
do
know
it.
what's
Let's
up.
do it.
We did a few products today.
Yes, awesome. Yep, it's consistency is the key.
Look,
Stay
I'm all
consistent.
There is no secret, no anything. Just work for it. If you meet me before, you cannot imagine that I'm the same person.
Wow.
And
Wow.
here is not, it doesn't, is not that about the experience or that, no, it's the necessity. It's the necessity.
Yep. So your why needs to be big. If you don't like where you are right now, this is a great way to get out of it, but you got to work.
Don't
I mean,
spend, don't waste your time.
Lilia could have, for me, you could have stopped at probably the first 5 words that you said that was so powerful. And you said, I wanted change. I wanted change. And that was your driving force. And that did it for me. I was like, you know what? Like, how bad do you really want change, Cynthia? You know, is what I asked myself while you were talking. So this was really, really good. And I mean, it's nothing magical that you're doing, because I've been in business for 7 years and I've seen it all. And literally, there's nothing magical that you're doing. You just want it change. And it's simple. You're doing the simple things. It's like the simple things. And it's amazing. It is truly amazing. Like, your results is, I want change. And that's why you went out of it. And that's why you continue to go out of it. And that's amazing. I just love watching you. So
yeah, because most of the people, they're not happy in the job. They're not happy. I by the time when I was working, sometimes I need to close my mouth and don't say anything. But sometimes I want to get my car and throw it in the floor, because they are they using me. Because when you work for the factory, you have to do whatever they want. If you need to work in here, you have to work in there. If you have field trip, you cannot go to your field trip, or you can go, but you will see next time when you want a day off, you're not getting anything. So I get tired with that when, you know what, why this person is like they have my life in their hands, and I not even have the money to be happy. So that's the thing that I wake up, because I was like, you know what? I can sell this stuff and I can get the money. But sometimes we're not moving because we are in our comfort zone. Let's say if you have right now 20 coaches, you have the 20 coaches like for 2 months, 3 months. But let's say if one of your kids gets sick, if you need that money, what you gonna do?
You're going to find a way to make that money.
That coochie, you will go outside and you're not coming back until you get the money and no coochies. Is the difference.
Don't I say that all the time? I said, I believe every woman, if she wants something bad enough, she will find a way to get it. And when you use them, when she just use our kids, nothing is going to stop us from making sure we do what we got to do for our kids. So like she said, if we need the money for something, we will find a way.
And you know what? Because I don't want my kids now to esclavize, how to say? Because when you work, you're slave.
Slave. Yeah, slave. Yeah, I call it on the. I call it being on a plantation.
So I don't want now my kids, and I told my kids, you can do something, because you know what? I only study until 6th grade in Mexico. I don't go to school until 6th grade only.
Wow.
So I told my kids, because sometimes I see my kids 11 years, I'm like, oh, I start going to school when I just finished the 6th grade, and my mother don't send me to the next level to school, because she's like, no, you don't need that, because you will get married and we are wasting only the money.
Wow.
So I told my kids, you know what, you know that I only study until 6th grade, but there is no difference. So you guys need to start doing something, and do not be a slave of no company, nobody, because you sell your life with them.
Yeah. Yep. I know.
So
I know this is relating to you, Tiffany. I know Tiffany up there, because yeah, this is Tiffany's story too.
So don't do that. If I can do it, everybody can do it. Believe me, there is no experience.
Yep.
And people have all that money to pay the check. Dream with that check. I'm gonna share with you this. When I start getting my checks, 1,000, 1,500, 700, I always visualize. I open my envelope with my 15,000, no, 5,000, and then my husband grabbed me and kissed me around, and it's incredible. I never get the 5,000 check. I get 77,500 and 8,000. It's incredible. But it was, my necessity was so big that I don't know how to say.
Yeah, manifest. You were manifesting.
Manifested it, right?
Yep.
You spoke it as if it was already so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, for everybody that says this, and I know we throw this term around loosely, and you guys are saying, you know, oh my gosh, she's a unicorn, she's a unicorn. But hear what Cynthia said, hear what Lilia said. She's not doing anything different than, you know, it's just she's working, she's doing the work. So it's not anything, and not to take anything away from her and saying she's not special, but you can do everything that she's doing. Everything. It's not hard what she's doing, but she's putting in the time, and she's not she's not sleeping around. She's not watching TV all day. She's not Netflixing and chilling. She has a plan. She said she had goals. She said, you can't do this without setting goals. We talk about that all the time. You have to write down the things that you want to have and work towards those things. So really everybody can be a damn unicorn.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody can. You just have to do the work. It's not going to happen if you don't actually put your hands to the work. You have to do it. So you all tease me and say, I never sleep. Girl, you don't never sleep. I'm on that grind because I know what I want. And I know I'm never going to work for anybody else ever again. I'm not going to be a slave. I'm not going to be on a plantation. Yeah. I got plenty of time to sleep later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get sleep. I can catch up on sleep. You know what I'm saying?
My husband told me, you know what? At one point, I thought that you will get sick.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I only sleep. I sleep from 12, sometimes from 1 o'clock, and then like I want they fired me from work. So I put my alarm, and then I wake up. So I go back to work late because I cannot quit. I was so scared. So I want them to fire me. Mm-hmm. So I start coming late, but they don't fire me.
Lilia, I did that. That's my story. Listen, it took so long to get them to fire me. Oh my gosh, girl.
When I come back to work, I don't feel good. And then I call them and okay, you 3 days off calling sick. Now you need to go to the doctor and bring the paper. So I'm like, okay. So I go to the doctor and bring the paper, and then until I said, you know what, I'm quitting. But I wasn't happy because I gotta go because I was a supervisor. I have to do the job done, to get the job done, no matter what. I have time, I have start time, but not end time. So I was like, you know what? I'm getting old. My bones were hurting me because it was cold there. I'm like, what I'm gonna do? Right now, they are using me because they using you until they need you. If you start keeping like problems, you cannot do the job, they're gonna kick your ass. And they don't care. They don't care about your family. They don't care about your feelings. They just see you as I don't know, like a machine or something. Yeah. They need you. So I felt like, you know what? I'm getting sick. No, I need to change my life. There is no time. I remember that I'm 40 now. I want time to be 40. I'm like, I'm going to do this. I don't have anything to lose.
That's right.
That's so good.
I love
but
it.
What I can say is, if you work a little bit hard in pure romance, it's worth it. Because right now, imagine, I never in my life living here in the United States, I never get paid not even 3,000 a month. Never in my life.
Yeah. I've said that too. I'm born and raised here, and this is the first thing that I've been a part of where I've made 6 figures, where I've cleared 6 figures in a year, and I've worked since I was 14. Yeah,
because right now I'm getting the money. Somebody like a professional, very professional.
Yep. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, you heard it from Lilia. No excuses. What you got? You got one more question? Okay, go ahead.
So, I'm a little younger than most of us on here, and my generation, they like to see results. They want to see everything happen. So, what can I do to make them see that it's happening? Because my generation is impatient, entitled, and they don't want to deal with it if it's not coming fast enough.
You know what? That's happened. And oh my God, do you imagine if you work? Oh my God, you're gonna be rich. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Do you imagine you can be millionaire at your 35 years and continue millionaire for your rest of your life if you continue doing this and work hard? If you see the ladies, they're so impatient, they not even care about, if I don't sell this, maybe this is not for me. Sometimes they too young. Mm-hmm. But there is going to be always look for that one, for that in particular that need the money.
Okay.
Because remember, if they got the job, if they got, or they live with the parents, they not really need to do something else.
Right.
So for those ladies young that you have, you always told them, okay, what's your plan? You want to pay your school, or you want to buy your house? You want to buy the car? You can just continue, just something, perfume for the youngest, basic instinct. And the best thing is, it doesn't matter if you're young. You can get connect with my avatar is the ladies, the married ladies with kids. Okay. Because they're the ones with necessity.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other thing that will help you out, Charel, is the new pay plan that we'll have coming up, where we'll be able to get paid like within 24 to 48 hours. That will really help.
Okay. For the ladies like you, young, on social media, you can share, just share your web page, your website. You don't have to do anything. Just know a little bit of the product, share your website, and as soon as they see that the people is buying the stuff and they just getting the money very easily, they're gonna say, oh, you know what? Wait, I don't need to study. I can start working more in pyromancy, and I forget about to be a professional. Because we can get more money than the professional.
Oh, yes. And a lot of us are.
So do that. Like you guys are doing the social media. Yes, do that part for them. Use your website.
Okay.
Awesome.
And let your audience pique their curiosity, right? You know, you could just post something as simple as, oh my God, I just spent an hour and a half with the great Lilia Martinez, and she spilled all the goodness today. They're going to be wondering, what is the goodness and who is Lilia Martinez?
Right.
And
then they're going to get into then that's when you open up the door to recruit them, or, you know, like you got to be inside to get the tea, you know? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm getting ready to post that right
now. And you know what? I forget to mention this. Last week, I just bought my husband her car of her dream. What's the name? Corvette.
Oh, wow. Fancy.
I'm not posting yet in my social media, but I will.
That is awesome.
Yes.
So if you married, just tell your husband to be more patient, and then he will get reward.
I know my husband's always telling me about his boat. When am I get my boat? Can I get my boat? I love it. Well, as you can see, Lilia, we could talk to you all night. I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to let you get back to your family. But we thank you. And if I can ever return the favor, I don't know how. If you ever need me for anything, you know, don't hesitate to reach out.
Okay, I will.
Awesome.
Angel can be your translator or something.
Oh,
Angela.
yeah. Oh, look, she said you can use my husband. He can be your translator if you need it, because, you know, my husband speaks Spanish. So, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, just keep working, ladies. Don't give up. Don't give up. Always focus in what you want. Always focus in you. If you're not happy where you at, do the change it. Do the change it. You got the things in your hands to be rich, because you can be rich here.
All right. All right, ladies, and I was recording this too, so once it converts and stuff, I'll share it on the main Zebra page. It'll be a link, and then you'll be able to just grab it and share it wherever you need to. All right, well, you get you some rest, Lilia. Keep kicking butt, you know, and I will see you next month, lady.
Yes, see you next month.
All right, bye-bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you, Angela.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.